Hello and welcome to the Weekly Outlook by Adam Woods for BOAFX Trading Signal Solutions. We're going to start by going through the calendar, just quickly look at the trade alerts that I'm looking to be focusing on, and then we'll go over to the charts and have a look about how I'm about to trade them. Okay, so we've got CPI data on China at 1:30 AM on Monday morning. Not expecting any change there, not really expecting to affect the market. We'll keep an eye on the Aussie dollar, but apart from that, not really looking to trade that. NAB business confidence on the Aussie. I am actually looking to sell the Aussie dollar at the moment, down a little bit further from where it is. The RBA is still trying to talk it down to prices between 80 cents and 85 cents of the dollar. Currently about 86 cents at the moment. So we're going to be looking for selling opportunities on that, and we'll have a look at that on the charts as well. New Zealand dollar is going to be the big focus next week. We've got some RBNZ financial stability report out at 8 PM. And just after, we've got Governor Wheeler speaks as well, likely to try and talk the currency down. So looking for sell positions for that for next week. Wednesday is quite a big day for the pound. We've got the unemployment rate, claimant count change, and average earnings index. We've also got the inflation report and Governor Carney speaking at 10:30. Okay, a lot going on at the pound on Wednesday. We'll be looking at the chart, having a look at what I expect to happen next week during those alert periods as well. Okay, so Thursday we've got CN China again, not really looking to trade that. Unemployment claims on the US dollar on Thursday. We'll be looking to, it's not going to be a massive market mover. Is expected to be a slight bit of jumps. We might get a bit of weakness in the US, especially after that non-farm payroll as well, missing targets. We've got French GDP and German GDP as well. Is expected to come in slightly higher than previous. I am looking for a bit of a rally on the euro next week, especially again after the non-farm payrolls missed estimates, and we could see a bit more of a rise in the euro. But I would expect it to have dropped back below the 125 level by next Friday before these data reports come out anyway. But we'll have a look at the charts on that as well. Friday, manufacturing sales on the Canadian. Not really looking to trade the Canadian dollar at the moment. A little bit high against the US dollar. Has been a bit of a pullback on Friday, but I'm really looking to take buy positions on that currency overall. Even the good data on the CAD at the moment is not going to really change the fundamental direction. Core retail sales on the US dollar and retail sales as well. Expected to be coming slightly better on the US dollar. So on that announcement as a whole there, I think we'd be looking for a stronger US dollar against the Canadian. Prelim, University of Michigan consumer sentiment out as well at 255, so Friday's looking to be quite a strong day for the dollar. Okay, so let's go over to the charts. Okay, so let's start with the Aussie dollar. Okay, so we've got Chinese CPI out on Monday morning at 1:30. Not looking for that to really have a great effect on the market. As you can see, we've had this big drop down there from the Aussie dollar and a bit of a pullback. I am looking for this to sell this around that 8650 area, which acted as quite a strong area of support previously. So I'm looking for it to come up to there and then drop again, and I'm looking for it to get through that 85,500 area and come into this zone of the 500 pip zone between 85 and 8,000. This is really where the RBA want it to be. So until it gets into that zone, then it's going to be a sell trade all the way, really. Then once it's into that area, we can start to look for really early buy positions at the 8,000 level, because next year I'm thinking that the RBA is going to be raising interest rates, and we're going to start to see that currency rally all the way back up to 9,500. So that's a 1,500 pip move. So getting in at that 8,000 level for the buy is going to be nice and early. We're probably going to have to hold the position for a while. But that's what I'm going to be looking to do. But until that happens, I'm looking for sell positions off of the data points coming out next week. So we've got the RBA 1230 NAB business confidence. That's really the only one that we've got to focus on really for the Aussie, and any Chinese data coming out weaker. We've got the monetary policy meeting the week after. So then we'll have a bit more of an idea. But still the RBA are talking it down slightly. Not as harshly as they were, but they are still talking it down. And they're still holding a fairly neutral tone on their monetary policy. Okay, so the next point that we're going to be looking to, the next currency pair that we're really going to be looking to trade is going to be the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Okay, So we'll go over to that chart. Okay, so we've had this nice stepping pattern down on the New Zealand dollar, and we've taken some nice, really good sell trades off of these swing backs here, and we've been fairly accurate with it so far. It's had quite a big of a swing back here from this non-farm payroll data that came out, just slightly missed expectations. But the upside on this I don't expect to last. We've got the RBNZ Financial Stability Report coming out at 8 AM, which may well give a good impression of the economy in New Zealand. But then we've got Governor Wheeler speaks 5 minutes later. He's very likely to try and talk the currency down, saying it's overvalued, saying it's unsustainable at this current price. They're looking for 65 cents to the dollar. That's 1,200 pips away. So I'm looking to sell this down to that price, and I'll keep getting back in on these pullback opportunities. At the moment there, we see we had the 50% pullback to this price where we took a sell. This one's actually gone through that price there, but it is holding here as a bit of a resistance point. We did take sales at 7.7 on Friday, and I would add to that those positions if it comes up any higher, even if it comes up to 7.775. I will look to sell it as well, but I will have stop losses above this most recent swing back here. Okay, so that's pretty much the New Zealand dollar and how I'm looking at it for next week. Moving through to Wednesday. Wednesday's a big day for the pound. We're going to move over to the pound pair. The data on the pound hasn't been fantastic, and after going through the economic report for the pound for the last couple of months, the pound, the UK as an economy is still growing, but the inflation is slightly weaker, probably due to weaker oil prices. Also, some other factors in there. Okay, so on the pound, we've got next week. We've got quite a busy week. A day on Wednesday, we've got average earnings index expected at 0.9, so a slight increase there on the average earning, and the claimant count change as well. Now, looking back over the reports there saying about the economy improving, which it has been. The inflation, however, has been falling due to weaker oil prices as well. So the inflation report is not really going to put the Bank of England under any pressure to raise interest rates, but the average hourly earnings, if that catches up with inflation, starts to that in itself may put pressure on the pound as well. But at the moment, I'm really looking in the shorter term. I'm looking for sell positions on the pound, and we have got resistance around about 159.10 to 159.50. So this is going to be the area that I'm going to be looking just to short-term sell the pound. We have got targets of a bottom on this price at around about 157.33. If we go through to the weekly chart there, you can see here from the beginning of that rally in July 2013, we've rallied all the way up to that 172 when interest rates were expected to come around about November time, and then we started to fall off due to geopolitical reasons and political reasons. And then obviously we went through the 50% there, but we've got a nice 61% retracement there with a nice confluence area as well. So I'm expecting that is probably going to be the point which is going to tie in with data coming out from the BOE on Wednesday. And this is going to be the area that I'm looking for that rally to start again back up. Okay, so until then, not really much we can do with the pound except to sell it off and try and take some short-term profits on the downside of things. Okay, so they're really the currencies that I'm looking to trade next week. We will go through the euro quickly. On Friday, we've got a bit of data coming out on French GDP and the German prelim GDP. They're actually expected to be slightly better. So let's just quickly go through the euro because I will look to take positions on the euro next week. Okay, so as we can see on the 4-hour chart there, again, we've got this nice stepping pattern on the way down. The missed target on the non-farm payroll caused this rally back up through the 12400 level. I'm expecting 125 to act as resistance here, and that's where I'll be looking to take further sell positions. But be aware that if the data comes out a little bit poorer at the start of the week from the US dollar, then we could rally back up to the 126 as well. So that is also a place where we could look to take sell positions. But immediately I'll be looking for 125 as the first selling point. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you can make some pips, and I'll see you in the live room.